I'm going to update some information about the UAE interest rates, which is linked to the Dubai property market. So, as I explained before, the chart which is shown before, sorry, it's in the Chinese. This is the property sales quantity from 2004 until nowadays 2022. Um, Here is showing the sales, and I also highlight which year the interest rate is going down or going up. So we can see that when the interest rate going up, especially 2009, is the interest rate reduced a lot. During this year, the Dubai property markets created very high sales. 2013, same, very low interest rate. 2020 and 21, yes, very low interest rate. So this is pump up the property market because a lot of money come into the market, nowhere to go. They go to the property market and then pump up the market. The sales volume and the sales price going up. So this is a basic logic and basic things which is happening here. So the logic is that when the interest rate go down, the sales go up. When the interest rate go up, the sales go down. So this is very obvious logic. So let me show you what happened for this year, 2022. In fact, for the interest rate, we always look at the central bank's data. Central Bank of the UAE, they are updating the interest rates every working day, basically. So until nowadays, 9th of March, in fact, the interest rate, 1 year interest rate already come up to 1.49. So for the mortgage interest rate, of course, it will be higher than the for the yearly interest rate, of course. But this is kind of an index to make us understand that what is the basic index for the interest rate in the market. Let me show you another data. I made a summarize for the interest rate difference and from January of 2009 until February of 2022. So we can see that some period the interest rate go down a lot, and then some period the interest rate going up, and then here there's a top price here, around 3 or 4, something like that. 2019 the interest rate reduced, and then during the pandemic, US printing a lot of money and then reduced the interest rate to the history low, very low level. And then because the UAE dirham is connected with the US dollar, so it forcing the government also need to reduce interest rate. So here we can see the interest rate starting to drop. What will happen is that this money, when you borrow money from the bank, interest rate very low, the cost is very low, then a lot of people will borrow the money. Is that correct? So when they borrow money, they will buy the house, they buy this and that. Yeah, house market, it had a very big impact from the interest rate itself. So the actual result is that we already know 2020 and 2021, especially 2021, the property market is booming, and then the sales quantity going to super high, the sales price also go up a lot because they're enjoying the very low interest rate, around 0.5%, something like that. But nowadays, this year, February of 2022 until February 2022, just 2 months, the interest rate now suddenly increase. What happened? Because when this hot money all go to the property market, it will pump up the market. Yes, some people is making money, but majority of people who will suffering with the high price of property and suffering for the high price for the rental house also. So in order to control this inflation, of course, most of the government, they will try to take some action, especially for the interest rate. Second reason is that US is going to announce the interest rate increasing or the adjustments during the 17th of March 2022 is right, which is coming maybe next week. So many of country, the government, central bank, they take some action in advance. Example like UAE now already start to increase the interest rate to just in case suddenly the hot money pull out from the market and then the market crash very quickly. So this is kind of a protection, and the government try to do something to control this kind of hot money and then try to stop a lot of hot money going to the property market. So this is what happening. So with this condition, we can see that maybe in the coming 2022, the property market will cool down a little bit. Will cool down a little bit. I think it should could cool down a little bit because some area the price go up super high, 20% or even 30% price increase from 2020, the year of 2020. So we cannot let the market go crazy because of Dubai. We had a very cannot say it's a bad history, but yes, it's some kind of a disaster crisis because the property market. So yeah, 2008 the market crash, and then some area the price dropping. Some drop maybe 50%. The price become half. So we don't want to go through this again. So I think government is kindly is doing some correct action to increase the interest rate and try to make the market a little cool down. Then we will see what we can do. So that's it. That's today my sharings, and thank you for watching.